Hi everyone, I'm Sharlene and today I have a little bit of a fabric haul for you all, and I am also going to be sharing some of my favourite patterns from the new Tauko magazine. So we will get started with my favourite. Last weekend I was over at Lamazi in the studio teaching some pattern drafting workshops, and obviously had to come home with a few bits. Now I was probably quite restrained compared to what I would usually bring home. Um, but I think I've learned that it's just not worth trying to lift my suitcase back up into the overhead lockers. It just gets too heavy. First one, this is from our summer party collection, and it's the one of the new viscoses. And oh, let's see. Oh my goodness, look at that. So this is called, you can see it all along here in the selvage, it is called Rainbow Leaves, and it is designed by Rachel Parker. And quite a few of our prints from this collection are designed by Rachel. This one comes in this colorway, which is spring, and then there's a darker colorway, which is on like a navy background. It was the original color. It came on cotton sateen first, and now we've brought it back in a viscose along with this new colorway, and it is just beautiful. It's so lovely. So I actually when I was doing the inspiration images and slides and things for these new prints, I saw a dress which it was a very similar style of print, and it had like a puff sleeve, square neck, tiered skirt, and I was just sold completely. So as usual, I'm influencing myself, and yeah, so I knew I was going to have to get this. But the colors in it, I mean, they're just gorgeous. They're so lovely. It has my favorite deep shades of green here, and then all these really lovely pinks and purples, and a wee bit of yellow and orange and blue. It's just got everything. I mean, it is rainbow leaves, and yeah, it's just absolutely stunning. It is so soft, feels so smooth and silky, and yeah, it's just absolutely beautiful. Right, I'm going to get, there's 5 new prints that have come out all in this viscose. There's the 2 rainbow leaves, there's painted foliage, which we have had on linen, pure linen so far, the original like brightly coloured one, and then there's the ocean. And now we have it in, and I'll put all these pictures in so you can see, there is a coast colorway, which is loads of blues and yellows and really bright like spring colors, and then there's another one which is called forest, and it is coming my way too. It is gorgeous. It has really deep greens and pinks, and it is just beautiful. It has definitely been the most popular one so far. And then the 5th print is sea glass. So we already have sea glass on cotton jersey, organic cotton jersey, but we've got it now in the viscose, and it's on a slightly smaller scale print, and it's really lovely blues and again yellows and purples and pinks, but it has a kind of like a grey undertone to it, so it's kind of more that summer color palette, which really suits me. And so yeah, I have my rainbow leaves. I'll probably get the painted foliage in forest and the sea glass as well. They're both coming my way. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with these fabrics. They just feel amazing. Really beautiful. And yeah, so gorgeous. So lovely. So yeah, beautiful. And these are all, I'm going to double check this, but they're all £15 a meter. Let's see. New arrivals, and they're all here now. So we did have them available for pre-order. Yeah, £15 a meter. They were available for pre-order a few weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they're all in the studio now and ready to be, most of them have been shipped. So yeah, no waiting for them now. They're gorgeous, really lovely. Then I'll put this here. So now I have 2 of the same fabric. You have seen this fabric before in one of my videos. So this is the Cupro Viscose Twill Peach Touch, and I had got this creamy white color to line my Belle Loves Patterns Freddy jacket, which I have finished and is amazing. This was so much easier to work with. I knew it was going to be easier, but compared to a Cupro, which just honestly takes on a life of its own. It does not behave at all. Because this had the viscose in it and it was a twill weave, it was so much easier to work with. It stayed in place when it was being cut. It didn't move about too much whenever I was sewing it. And I took extra care with it. I used sharp pins, sharp needles, used extra pins whenever I was sewing the seams. But yeah, it was just so lovely to work with. The only thing I would say, if you're using it, make sure you think about how you're going to finish your seams, because it did fray a little bit, but it's the sort of fabric, if you were to make something with French seams, oh my goodness, it would just feel so luxurious. The lining, for the lining of the jacket, it just honestly feels unbelievable. I'm so happy I chose this. It's just perfect for it. So I have enough of my tweed left to make the skirt to match, so I needed to get a wee bit more of this to line the skirt. I'm not sure when I'll ever wear the full set. I think I'll probably wear them separately. I think the skirt will be really cute with black tights and boots and a black jumper. I'm not sure. We'll see if we'll wear the full thing, but the fabric's too beautiful to not use it for something else whenever I have enough to make another garment. And then, because I love this so much, and whenever I was working with it, I just couldn't stop thinking, how amazing would a shirt or a blouse or a top be in this fabric, or just a slip dress, bias cut skirt, so many things. So we had a remnant of the dark green, and yeah, it's just beautiful. I love the color so much, and it does these together actually, oh, they work so well together, which nearly had me then switching. I do have like the bottle green breeze linen, and I also have another pair of dark green trousers, which was nearly swaying me towards making a top or a shirt in this, but I think it needs to be a dress. So, but yeah, they do go really, really well together. We will have kits coming this weekend. Should have said that. With the new summer party viscoses, there will be kits coming paired with the solid color fabric, so you will be able to see how those prints mix with different colors and just buy the whole thing then in one go. But yes, so I seen this, fell in love with the color, knew I loved the fabric, so I had to get it. And I am probably, I'd say I'm going to make a shirt. So I made a dark green, bottle green shirt at Christmas, so it'll be a different one. I made the one with the ruffle down the front. I think I might just go for a normal collared loose shirt. I've made a few before with my own pattern, so I'm thinking that could be nice, and it would just be so luxurious and feel so nice tucked into jeans or skirt or trousers. It'll be amazing. So yeah, that's the plans for this one. I am very, very excited about it. It just feels amazing. Honestly, it feels, I do love the feel of Cupro, but this feels so much nicer. It's just so beautiful. So yeah, very, very happy with this. And then last fabric is the Deadstock charcoal worsted wool flannel. I'm going to make sure I got that right. It has nearly sold out. There was two of us that had our eye on it whenever we were there at the weekend. Yes, Deadstock charcoal worsted wool flannel. I got that right. So this is, we do have a few others. There is a light grey, which is a similar fabric, and then there's an olive as well, which all have a very, very similar feel. I have been wearing my black billy trousers quite a lot, and I have my grey charcoal ones started in the Deadstock wool crepe. But I've realised I think I need a more tailored slim pair, one that is not as long, because although I love my billy trousers, the wide leg just does not suit the rain because it just soaks it all up, and that obviously rules out wearing them quite a lot of the time here, as you would expect. So I was looking for black, but then I seen this and I thought it's really lovely. It's a really nice deep charcoal. Um it's not too light. There's actually in certain lights there's a wee bit of like a really dark indigo sort of a sheen to it. So yeah, I think it's going to go really well with black, navy, and then all the other colors. So it's going to be really, really practical, really, really soft. It's beautiful. So yeah, this is going to be a pair of trousers. I haven't decided for certain which ones yet. There is a few pairs of Suzanne trousers that I do really like, either something more tapered in, like the Atelier Brunette Carotte trousers, so they are sort of come in tapered in basically, or maybe something with just a straight leg but not wide. So yeah, I need to have a wee think about that and see what I'm going to do. But it's the sort of thing that there's a lot of times whenever I've been getting dressed thinking I wish I had something just a wee bit smarter than jeans but could still wear with trainers and could wear it in the rain. So yeah, that's what this is going to be for. And then while I was there, I also picked up a copy of Tauko. So this has been released, today is Thursday, the 25th. And I have wanted to get my hands on a copy of this magazine for a while now. But I just haven't got around to it. And whenever I seen the cover on this one, I just absolutely fell for it. So this one is called Ballroom Dreams, and there's a blog post up now online with details of each pattern, fabric recommendations and fabric requirements as well, where they're available. So if you want to have a wee closer look at what's inside it, you can. We find it handy to have the blog post there, that if you are buying the magazine and there's one that you know you like, you can see what fabric and how much to get while you're ordering everything, so you can get it all in one go. And we also have Patterntrace available online to trace all your patterns off. But this on the front now, after reading, it is very fabric hungry, extremely fabric hungry. And because there's so much fabric, they do recommend basically a sheer fabric, but I'll put more pictures in. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. It's so romantic. This over the trousers and the top is the sort of thing I used to wear, especially at university. I loved that. Like really pretty, flouncy, roughly dress over a pair of jeans and trainers. Like and I still love that look. Not quite sure I could carry this off in the school run, but I would give it a go. But it is, as I say, it's just absolutely stunning. It's, if you had somewhere special to go, oh, it would absolutely be worth it. Now, for my size, so I think I'm in the size 3, I would need nearly 20 meters of fabric, which is a lot. And there would be a lot of gathering and a lot of ruffles. The ruffles are all made with a double layer. Go back here. So I think, I'm not 100% sure, I haven't looked into it too closely, but because these are done in a double layer, you could probably cut that down to a single layer, and that would maybe take away some of the bulk. It's also all, none of it's hemmed, it's all raw edges, so they have recommended a tool for it. But I think if you were to maybe cut down on the weight of some of the layers and then maybe use like a narrow rolled hem or narrow rolled hem on your overlocker, that would give you a really nice effect too. So I will have a closer look at that, but it's just so beautiful. So this caught my eye straight away. But then when I look at the rest of the patterns, there's a lot in here that I think, can be made to be very fancy. Because the issue is called Ballroom Dreams, but you can also see them being very, very wearable and very like key pieces that you would have in your wardrobe. So this is the Iris dress, and it has a really lovely round neck, puff sleeves, gathered skirt, can be made in the blouse, and it's gorgeous. It's really, really nice. With the waistband there as well, and then the other ones, there's a suit, and there's trousers and jacket slash vest. I'll show you this first. So this is another one called Flowed, which is Swedish for flow, and it's quite a simple jersey dress, but it has this really interesting color block version. So you can make it plain, but you can go for this version too, which I think is just lovely. It's got really, really nice design lines, and would be perfect if you maybe have smaller scraps of jersey that you can color block and put together. Or we have our Essential Chic color bundles, which are 3 cotton jerseys, or there's one with 4 cotton jerseys that all blend together in the one color palette. So something like that would work really, really well for this one. And then let's find this blazer. So really lovely blazer, can be made quite long, so you could see this nearly as like a blazer dress. Can be sewn without the sleeves as well. And then we have these really nice trousers too, which are just like a classic high waist pair of trousers. So there are, yeah, go back to the trousers then. So yeah, there's a lot in this that just sort of calls to me. They're my sort of style. Then the last one I want to show you is the baby cos dress, which is a very, very simple dress. Quite a loose fit, high waist, gathered skirt, the option for sleeved or sleeveless, and then you have this really cute Peter Pan collar too. And it's one of those dresses I think that you could just do so much with. You could add ruffles to it, flounces to it, gathered sleeves. You could make it really puffy sleeve. So yeah, I do think that there is a lot of really, really, really wearable pieces in this issue. And I just had to have it. And it's beautiful. The articles are really lovely in it. There's loads. Um, I do love getting sewing magazines, but I also like there to be something that I can read in them. It's great when it is just loads of patterns, but it's really nice when you have some really good articles in there too to get stuck into. So yeah, that is Tauko number 10, and it is out today. And we still have a few copies of it left in stock, and the blog post is live as well, as I say, with all the fabric recommendations in it. So yeah, that's it from me for today. I am really, really hoping that by the weekend I will have, in a few days, I'll have another video with what I've been making. I have a few bits now. I made a new dress to wear last weekend. I've also been working on a quilted jacket, and it's coming together really, really well. I've got the body all done and huge big pockets, so the sleeves need to go on, and then I'm finishing it with a collar and a button band. So I'm hoping to get that done today and tomorrow, maybe hopefully done by the weekend. We'll see how it goes. And then I have a few other things that I've been making recently as well that I really want to share with you. So there will definitely be another video coming soon. Liana will also be going live soon on YouTube with the new summer party collection, so keep an eye out on that so you can see all the different fabrics. If you make sure you're subscribed, and you can actually turn on the notifications for our channel, and then that means that you won't miss any of the videos that we do share. And so yeah, that's it. I hope everyone's keeping well. You have survived January with lots of sewing. And I will chat to you all soon. Bye.